Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss about operating system. What is operating system? An operating system is a program that after being initially loaded, loaded into computer by board program manage all of the other application program in a computer. The application program make use the operating system by making request for service to the defined application program. In addition, user can be interact directly with the operating system through a user interface such as command line interface or graphical UI. What is the use of operating system? An operating system brings powerful benefit to a computer software of the software developed without an operating system. Every application would need to include its own UI as well as code needed to handle a low-level functionality of underlying computer such as disk storage, network interference, and so on. Considering the area vast array of underlining the hardware available, this would vast hold the size of every application and make software development as long as each application access the same resource and service in the same way. That system of a software operating system can service almost any number of applications in redu- uh, redu- this the amount of this time and coding required to the develop and debug the application while ensuring that the user can control, configure, and manage the system hardware through a common and well understand interface. File allocation method. Allocation method define how the file are stored in the disk blocks. There are three main disk space and file allocation method. Continu- Contiguous allocation, linked allocation, index allocation. The main idea behind this method is provide efficient disk space utilization, fast access of file blocks. All the three methods have their own advantage and disadvantage. Advantage discussed below. First one, contiguous allocation. In this scheme, each file occupies the contiguous set of the blocks on the disk. For example, it files requires n block and given this block as the starting location, then the blocks assigned to the file will be b plus 1, b plus 2 and n. This means the given starting blocks addresses the length of the file. We can determine the block occupied by the file. The, the, direct, the directory entry of file with contiguous allocation contains address of starting blocks, length of the allocation portion. The file mail in the following figure start from the block 19 with length 6 block. Therefore, it occupies 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 blocks. Advantage: both sequence and direct access are the supported by this. For direct access, the addresses of the k block of the file we start at block can be easily appointed b plus k. This is extremely fast since the number of keys are mainly minimal because contiguous allocation of these blocks. Disadvantage: this method suffer from both internal and external fragmentation. This makes it inefficient in the terms of memory utilization. Increasing file size is difficult because it depends on the availability of contiguous memory as particular instance. Second one, linked list allocation. In this scheme, each file is linked list of disk block with need not to be contiguous. These disk blocks can be scattered anywhere on the disk. The directory entry contains a pointer to be starting and the ending file block. Each block contains pointer to be next block occupied by file. The file zip in the following image should have the block are randomly distributed The last block 25 contains one indexing a null pointer and does not point any other block. Advantage: this is very flexibility and term of a file size. File size is can be increased easily since the system does not have lookup and continuous chunk of memory. This method does not suffer from external fragmentation. This makes is relatively better in terms of memory utilization. Disadvantage: because the file blocks are distributed randomly on disk, a large number of seeds are needed to access very block individuality. This makes linked allocation slower. Pointer required in linked allocation incurs some extra overhead. Index allocation: in this scheme, a special block known as index block contains a pointer to all the blocks occupied in a file. Each file its own index block. The the ith entry in the index block contains the disk address of the ith file block. The directory entry contains the address of the index block as shown in the image. Advantage and disadvantage. Advantage: it supports the direct access to the block occupied by the file and there provides fast access of the file block. It overcomes the problem of the external fragmentation. Disadvantage: the pointer overhead for the index allocation is greater than linked allocation. For every small file size file that expand only 2 to 3 blocks, the index allocation would keep one entry block for pointer, which in the term of memory utilization. However, in linked allocation, we lose the space of only one pointer per block. Thank you.